Absolutely cool. Yep, yep. You can see right into it. Oh my. This is 24 hours later, but it's got a real nice look on the bottom. I'm going to start out with a easy wood carbide just to see if I can round over the top here and just see how it cuts. All right, so this is nothing more than acorn caps. We call them mouse hats, but I'm just trimming it back down so I can get it down to a flat area and see what we've got on the top rim here. That is super loud. I'm going to go put some plugs in my ears. I've got too many voids in the bowl from the caps. There actually do not have, I mean, there's a ton of voids in it. I'm going to keep going because I want to see what it's going to do, but they got stuff chipping off of here that is just absolutely dangerous. I've got a face shield on, but this is like pieces of glass coming off of here. I've got a tenon on the inside here. I mean, look at these pieces coming off of here. Finally got it into round. Now, even though the bowl was round, it was plastic and it was out of round. So now we're trying to get this back in and see what we can come up with. But I got to round this down here to get rid of this part of it. And then I'm going to go with it the way it is. I'm going to just turn her up a little bit. It's got a cool look to it. I used the carbide on the backside here and she chipped out, and I don't know if that's because of air bubbles or what I had here, but I'm going to try and clean this back up again. Just see. A lot of pockets in it. I'm going to try and sand her up, see what it does. I think I should turn it around and finish the outside all the way, sanded, put a recess in, and then come right around and clear the front. I think what was happening with the other tools is it was pulling the epoxy out, and I'm using my wood tool, my regular non-carbide, and it's cutting it instead of ripping it. All right, what I did here is I put a tenon on the inside of the bowl. What I'm going to do is flip it around. The plan is to clean this up on the outside here, get a little bit more of a curve on it, but I'm going to try and do is clear this out a little bit and put in a recess on the bottom, and that'll be a finished recess. Take a light cut here and see what it does. All right, I've got the outside pretty much done here. There's a couple little touch-ups I'm going to do, but I got to put a top coat on here yet. And that's actually it's called top coat, and that goes on, and then we put this on a very low speed and just let it dry and let it run for 12 hours until it sets up. That's what it looks like now. And this is at 3,000 on the sanding disc, but the top coat will actually level this all out. On the inside here, I'm going to work this, but I'm not going to do that until I get this down, and I'll do the inside and the whole outside with top coat. That's it. Now we're going to go in a little bit. See if we can get a nice smooth edge here. That's looking better. I think I'm there. All right, the tenon is gone. Now we're going to bring it down flat on the bottom. But the advantage to this is I do not need to go thin. As I actually want it thick because it gives it more depth as you look inside for the acorns that are in the epoxy. What I've got is 1-to-1 super clear tabletop epoxy. You mix this with your hands, stir it. You do not mix it with a drill. You want the least amount of air bubbles in it, and we're going to coat this whole thing and see how she comes out. I have Never done this, so this is going to be interesting. And then I'm going to use a silicone brush to put this on here. But this is a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. This is going on much thicker than I thought it would. And take a look at it real quick and turn it right back on. Oh my, that's gorgeous. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious, that is. Hey gang, it worked.